Back pain is a very prevalent occurrence in the United States, affecting about 80% of the population. The most common causes of back pain are overuse of the muscles in the back or a strain/injury to the muscles and ligaments that support the spine. Acute, recurrent, or chronic back pain are many possibilities. The majority of persons with back pain fall into the first type, where the discomfort goes away in about 6 weeks and home cures are quite successful. The pain in the recurrent category returns after a period of time, whereas chronic pain lasts for a longer duration. Back pain is caused by tension in the back muscles caused by bending, twisting, or lifting a heavy object. Back discomfort can also be caused by infections, arthritis, or ovarian cysts. People nowadays frequently sit in the same position for long periods of time, causing back pain. Back pain can appear suddenly, but it usually develops over time and is the result of a strain in the back muscles. The buildup of acidic byproducts such as lactic acid and pyruvic acid obstructs the normal functioning of muscular tissues, causing discomfort and pain. As a result, a condition known as delayed onset muscle soreness develops, DOMS. Only after a thorough identification of the elements causing the pain can an appropriate treatment plan for back pain be devised. Muscle spasms caused by a modest back strain are frequently the cause of significant back pain. A person with a herniated disc, on the other hand, may not feel any pain in his back for a long time. As a result, understanding the true source of back discomfort is critical. A muscular ligament or tendon injury is less dangerous and easier to treat than a bone fracture or tumor in the spine. Numbness in the legs and back are the most typical symptoms of back pain caused by a herniated disc. When you have degenerative disc disease or osteoarthritis, the pain in your back can get worse with activity. The onset of arthritis might sometimes cause modest back pain. In the event of chronic pain, an orthopedic surgeon or a spine specialist should be consulted. So, after doing a lot of study on back pain management, I'm just as perplexed as you are. As if dealing with back pain wasn't difficult enough, specialists believe that it must also be managed. So, what's the big deal about back pain management? Although it is never stated explicitly, I believe that back discomfort is one of those unpleasant conditions that, while not socially unacceptable, never truly goes away. This isn't about your wife's pregnancy backaches or back pain caused by a tumor. This is about your average Joe's back pain that just won't go away. The bad news is that lousy posture and poor back health are the most common causes of general back pain. The good news is that general back pain is basically a result of poor back pain management and can be controlled with proper back pain management. Does that make sense? When back pain medication fails, it's time to focus on pain management. Back pain management, like back pain, differs from person to person. Back pain management for some people entails learning to live with it and sometimes using a pain reliever when it becomes unbearable. But that isn't a healthy way to deal with back pain. Back pain relief begins with a shift in your lifestyle and attitude toward your body, especially your back and spine. You'd be a floppy toy if your spine didn't support you. Your back muscles help to support your spine. Your spine strains to accomplish even the most basic movements, such as bending and carrying, when they're weak and/or rigid. As a result, developing a mild exercise regimen to maintain your muscles flexible, supple, and healthy is the first step in controlling back discomfort. Yoga, walking, and swimming are just a few of the exercises that are beneficial to your back muscles. Water aerobics, for example, is a pleasant, low-cost activity that most doctors and professionals in the field of back pain care recommend. Adopt a healthy way of living. This includes eating properly, exercising, and substituting homeopathic herbs and vitamin supplements for smokes and rigorous exercise routines. Learn about proper posture, especially if you have work that requires you to sit at a desk all day or be on your feet all day. When bending or lifting, always bend the knees. When kneeling, always hollow the back. When carrying, uniformly distribute weight. When standing for long periods of time, stand with your feet slightly apart. When pushing or pulling, strive to keep your back straight and take the burden on your arms. A long soak in a hot tub with the steam sweetly scented with lavender essential oil. On the moist walls, candles cast tiny shadows. Soft music is playing in the background. You're happy and relaxed after a fantastic supper that included oysters and a few sips of champagne. When you come out of the tub, your lover has promised you a sensual back massage, and then who knows? Is this an erotic fantasy? No, only guarantee back pain relief. Back pain cure doesn't have to be limited to traction or workout regimens devised by a sadistic ex-marine on the run, or vile-tasting herbal back pain relief remedies concocted by Hyde's evil twin, the chemist from hell. Management of back pain should be viewed as a long-term investment in one's health. Back pain relief should be fun, soothing, and relieving. It should also be straightforward, enjoyable, and effective. Back pain alleviation can be achieved by visualization techniques, massage, hot or cold therapy treatments, good posture training programs, mild exercise routines, a prudent diet, yoga for back pain relief, hypnotherapy, acupuncture, and the purchase of a comfortable bed. Unless, of course, your back pain is caused by a seemingly unrelated disease. But the reality is that most Americans will experience back pain at some point in their lives, and the most common causes of back pain are poor posture, insufficient exercise, work-related back strains and stresses, sports injuries, or a touch of arthritis. Back pain cure for these diseases entails a number of reasonable treatments, such as quitting smoking, learning new posture habits, walking the dog every night, and pampering your back with regular massage. Even when I'm not working, I have terrible upper back pain from sitting for long periods of time at a typewriter. When I take a break, I massage my shoulders, I swim every day and then lie down on the firm grass and do some gentle yoga. I make a conscious effort to sit with my legs comfortably and firmly on the ground when I'm at my desk. I treat myself to a hot bath once a week that includes an infusion of garden herbs. I take vitamins daily and make sure I walk around every half hour to relieve muscle tension. My oldest friend, in both senses of the word, has a problem with her knees, which she refers to as bad knees. She can't even get up a flight of steps. As a result, she avoids physical activity. A fatal blunder. Back pain reduction is a matter of maintaining excellent back health in the same way that you keep your skin healthy by showering or bathing every day. Exercise is essential for maintaining your spine muscles supple and strong so that they can do their job of keeping you upright.